Yesterday's loss to the Chargers was one of the most frustrating, aggravating games I can remember in a long, long time. And it's primarily because the defense stinks. Dallas still stinks. Yo, by the way, King Dingbat here, and I hope everybody's having a great day. I'm sorry I'm laughing. I'm just so frustrated and in just complete and utter shock that our defense stinks the way it does. And it's frustrating, and it's embarrassing, and it's aggravating. I mean, yesterday, I lost in my stream. I was cursed and everything. I apologize to anybody that maybe listening with kids or anything like that during that. But I just got so pissed off because this defense is truly maybe the most aggravating defense I've ever watched. And I'm not even exaggerating. It's that bad. It is that bad. Now, before I get into it, let me say this. As far as streaming tonight's Monday night game, it's Chicago versus Pittsburgh. Not the greatest game in the world, but I'm 50-50 if I'm going to stream this. I may stay and work late tonight. That way, Thursday, when the Miami Dolphins play who affects us, I'll be able to get out a little earlier. So it's 50-50. I may or may not. And if I don't stream tonight, I will do a makeup live stream to Come Talk Eagles on Wednesday. So look for that during the day. But if I get home in time and stuff, I'll stream it. Just want to put that out there so nobody's waiting. As far as this game goes yesterday, I mean, it's very, very, very frustrating. Okay, I really woke up this morning and I really believed that when I went online and I looked around, it was going to say the Eagles have fired defensive coordinator Jonathan Gannon. I thought they were going to fire his ass, but they didn't. He's still there, and I don't know why. They stink. This defense stinks. Okay, it's unbelievable to me. And look, the reason why the Eagles lost yesterday was because their defense. Okay, you can't have these defenses that allow a quarterback. And I know Herbert's a good quarterback. You can't let him go 32 of 38. 32 of 38. Okay, and there was at least 2 drop passes by his receivers. It would have been worse. I mean, that's unbelievable numbers. And not only to mention that's unbelievable numbers. That's just one game. What about the Oakland game? The Vegas game. I always call them Oakland. What about the Raiders game? Derek Carr, 31 of 34. What did Mahomes do in the Chiefs game? What did Brady do when we played the Bucs? We right now are on pace to set an NFL record for having a defense giving up the highest completion percentages in the history of the NFL at 75.5%. That is insane. It's unacceptable. And you know, I went and watched a little bit back at this game, and I saw a stat where they said, the Eagles blitz 30% of the time. Who the hell are they blitzing? Casper the Friendly Ghost? There ain't no blitzing. If those were considered blitzes, some of those plays, they were weak. They were weak and easy to pick up. We need a defensive coordinator. This is the number one problem with yesterday's loss. The defense. I squarely put this thing on the defense. Defense has problems. They cannot get pressure with their front four. And then when they don't get pressure with their front four, they don't really bring anything to the house. I mean, 30% blitz. I didn't see 30% blitzes. I remember one blitz that actually sort of worked, but Nelson got caught with a roughing the passer. But at least he got to the quarterback. I've never seen a quarterback with such a clean jersey on as I did yesterday. And you think I want to say this? You think I want to come here and talk about my Eagles like this? It hurts. It hurts me bad. It hurts me. But the truth is the truth. The defense is not good. It's not good. And it starts with the defensive coordinator. You can't have a scheme like this. You cannot have a scheme like this. It's just the way it is. It's the way it is, okay? I am very frustrated with this defense. I want a new defense, and not only a new defensive coordinator, but I need to clean house on my defensive, on my units, on my not my, you know what I'm saying, on the defensive unit, okay? I'm sorry, but I'm just saying, like you need better players on defense, but you also need a better scheme, because you ain't gonna have a better defense, or you could get better players, but if you run a crappy scheme, it ain't gonna help. Okay, you got to start playing players to their ability. I hope that the Eagles use their picks. Right now, we're picking number 3, number 7, and number 14. Okay, that's why that Miami game's important on Thursday versus the Ravens, because that is a big pick for us. Okay, but I want that to be like, I want a defensive end, I want a linebacker, I want a corner, I want a safety, the kid from Notre Dame. I got requests all over the place to do a Philly Reacts for my channel members. I mean, we need to rebuild this defense. No question about it. Now, there was some bright spots, I thought, okay, yesterday. The defense, I have nothing good to say. I'm not nothing good to say about it. It was bad. Well, you have 6 minutes left in the game, right? The Eagles go and tie it up in the fourth quarter. You have 6 minutes left, like just over 6 minutes left in the game to go to make a defensive stop, get the ball back, and you could feel it. If the Eagles got the ball back, they were winning. Hurts was going to take them down and win. Okay, that's how it felt to me. But they couldn't stop them. They ate 6 minutes, went down, and kicked a field goal. You got to be able to stop them. I mean, I don't understand this coordinator. At some point, when the quarterback is not getting hit, and, I don't know, some point in the second quarter, third quarter, when he's, 15-19 or 21-25 or 21-20, whatever he was then, at some point, don't you say, this guy is doing whatever he wants against us. We've got to try some things. We're going to bring all out blitzes. We're going to try some things here and there. And you know what? If it doesn't work and he beats us, we'll tip our cap to him and we'll say he got the better of us today. But they don't do it. They don't bring blitzes. You got corners playing 10 yards back. It's not going to work. You have to get them up, press, and blitz. Put pressure on him. Try to get him to make a mistake. You never know what's going to happen. Maybe there's a hold. Maybe he trips. Maybe he gets sacked. He doesn't like how it feels. He's off the rest of the game. You got to try to do something to kill the momentum. You can't just let a guy go out and throw 32 or 38. You just can't do it. 31 to 34. You can't let these guys throw for 80%. You've got to try something. Because at that point, what's the difference? What's the difference? They're having their way with you anyways. But there were some good things. I want to say, I really think Jordan Howard needs to be on this team. They need to make sure he's not on the practice squad he signed and brought. I thought Jordan Howard was really effective. I thought he was the most effective running back, and I think he has to continue to be used. And when Miles Sanders comes back, it has to be Miles and Jordan Howard. You can sprinkle in Gainwell and Boss Scott if you want, but it has to be those two guys. That is your identity of this team that you can build off of. I actually wasn't even upset with Nick Sirianni yesterday. I'm not going to call him Nick Cote this week. He came out early and he threw the ball. He threw the ball, right? And people are like, why is he running? But he was just simply testing out that secondary because they had two starting corners out. As soon as he did his thing and tested out, he came right back and he started running the ball. He adjusted. And then in the second half, when they were keen on the run, he started using play action. He started moving Hurts. And he was one step ahead of the Chargers defense, in my opinion, okay? So I don't even blame him. My biggest issue with Sirianni yesterday is, why don't you go pull Buddy Ryan, punch him in the face. Say, hey, what are you doing here? I mean, don't really literally, but what I'm saying is, why not get in his face and say, dude, your defense stinks. This quarterback is killing us. Do something. You know what I mean? Seriously. DeVonta Smith, absolute stud. Absolutely a stud. Absolutely amazing. The guy's always open. You think he got open, had a big day yesterday. Let me tell you, he's been open like that for weeks. For weeks. They just haven't given him the ball. But they got him the ball yesterday, especially in the fourth quarter and the second half. And he went off. And he's going to be a stud. We've got a legit number one wide receiver. Would have liked to see Quez Watkins a little more involved. Would have been nice. And then we have Jalen Hurts. Now, this is where all the controversy lies, right? Because half the fan base says he stinks. He's not the franchise guy. The other people say, you know what? He is the guy. He's just not being given a fair chance to let him learn. We get both of those sides. Me, I'm right down the middle. I said before the season, I will give Hurts the year. Through the ups and the downs, I'm going to give him the year to see what he can do. At that point, I will make an evaluation on whether I think he should be our quarterback or not. Okay? So far this season, I have some doubts. I do. I'm not going to lie. I have some doubts about his arm strength, about his accuracy, those kind of things. But, in regards to yesterday's game, he did not lose it for us. In my opinion, he did not lose it for us. The defense lost us the game. Now, he missed Goddard wide open early. Got to hit that. He's got to hit DeVonta Smith in the end zone. No question about it. You got to make those plays. He's got to become better. But I did think I saw maybe some growth in that fourth quarter by Jalen Hurts, okay? The play to DeVonta Smith. One of my issues with Jalen Hurts is when he goes back and he's in the pocket, and he may have a clean pocket. If his first read ain't there, he's gone. He's gone, okay? He doesn't stay in the pocket long enough, even when there's no pressure. Yesterday in the fourth quarter, I thought he started to stay in the pocket some. Made a great play running where he gets flipped for a first down. The guy's all heart. There's nothing not to like about him and his character. No question about it. But I really like the touchdown to DeVonta Smith because he's stuck in the pocket and made the throw. If he can start doing that more, we can get a true evaluation from him. So I wonder if that fourth quarter, he was kind of getting in a groove. He wanted that one more chance. Because that's what I'm looking for. He's started, 12 games now? At this point, I need to see him start to, get better at certain things. I needed to see improvement. And in that fourth quarter, I thought I saw some. So there's stuff to grow. There's stuff to grow on. There's stuff to build on with him. I'm giving him the year, and then we'll see. And at the end of the year, if it's a lot of what we've seen so far, I'll probably say we need to go get another quarterback. But I got to give the guy a chance to develop at least. That's my opinion. He definitely isn't perfect, but no quarterback is unless you're playing the Eagles' defense. Then you only miss a couple passes. Okay? He's got to be better, no question about it. He didn't lose us a game. He tied the game up in the fourth quarter with 6 minutes left. At that point, as far as I'm concerned, it's 24-24. It's a new game. 6 minutes left. Go play defense. Get a stop. Then we could have seen what Jalen Hurts could do. Maybe he throws a touchdown pass. Maybe he takes us for a winning drive. Maybe he throws a bad play, a bad pick. And then we can say, look, maybe he isn't the guy. This is why he needs to play. This is why we got to have him develop. That's just my opinion. I don't know what he is. I know that there are things that I worry about a lot, and I have doubts about certain things, but at the same time, I've got to give the kid the opportunity to grow. That's just my opinion. With that said, let me know your opinion in the comment. Remember, may stream tonight's game, may not stream tonight's game. If I don't stream tonight's game, you can look forward to an Eagles live stream sometime on Wednesday. With that said, and of course, we're streaming Thursday for sure. With that said, take care. Talk to you later, and of course, don't be a dingbat. So today's post-credit scene goes out to Jeffrey Lurie, Howie Roseman, the Eagles front office, whoever's listening to this. Make sure they hear this, okay? Because I want to tell them this. I want this out there. It has been several months since the NFL has changed the football helmet rule. You can now have multiple football helmets. We need an announcement that the Kelly Green is back. The greatest logo. This is the greatest logo in the history of sports. It's the greatest. The greatest colors. We are waiting for our alternate jersey. I'll take it 1 year, 1 game a year, 2 games a year. But I need it. I need this back. I need the 80s Eagles, late 80s, early 90s, with the Eagle, with the logo on the sleeve. I need a DeVonta Smith jersey of that. You know what I mean? And whoever else you're going to draft. Because right now, I don't know, man. we don't have a lot of players on defense. But I sure would like a linebacker, maybe a safety, you know what I'm saying, cornerback. You know what I'm saying? High Roseman, get to it. We need players.